Hello and happy Saturday. It is the last moon in Aquarius, and I wanted to come do a quick energy check-in. This will be for the part of the collective that resonates with my soul essence of all signs. If you would like to know the best way to utilize this energy of the current moon phase, please visit the last quarter moon in Aquarius video on the Moon Mood podcast channel. Now to begin, let's acknowledge Spirit. Spirit, we thank you and we come with the utmost of gratitude, calling all the spirits of the highest white light of benevolence that are connected to me within this realm to guide me, protect me, and most importantly, to love me. All of those that are part of the collection that resonate with my soul essence, I thank you that the message will be clear, concise. No messages of no intention or ill intention, but we will welcome messages of warning to heed. We thank you. We love you. Let's begin. With the energy check-in, I like to start with the Prism Oracle deck, and we like to see the energy that is leaving, the current energy, and the energy that is coming in. One more good shuffle. Okay, Spirit, energy that is leaving for the collective, energy that is leaving for the collective, energy that is leaving. Alrighty. Energy, current energy, and the energy coming in. All right, Spirit gave those to me pretty simple and quick. So the energy that is leaving is space. The current energy is frustration. And the energy that is coming in is growth. It looks very self-explanatory to me. We were talking before several times about isolation. And then in that isolation and solitude, when you're alone, there's space. There's a void that needs to be filled. But we're at the point of wanting and being able to figure out how to fill that void with whatever we want to fill it with. Frustration is definitely here as a sign of one of those emotions, the same with anger or sadness, just basically as a reminder to understand how can you transmute this energy from something that you don't want it to be to something that you do want it to be. Where's our focus right here with this frustration? You see how it's like a trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, trying to do the impossible, but knowing that that's not what we should be focused on in the first place, kind of letting things get to us that don't even make any sense. But growth then is here because we're, once again, with a steady motion, we are going to be going toward an energy of welcoming in a new season. This is a new season. This is we're in spring. I've been talking about this transition for the last month now. So I really feel like it's steady pointing to the same thing. Let's go ahead and clarify a little bit more with the cosmic guidance. Some cosmic guidance. With this space and this frustration, really needing to know like what to be spending our time and energy on and what not to, so that we don't miss these periods of growth that are there for us. And the first thing that comes out is guidance. You are being divinely guided. That's pretty much for everybody, universally across the board. If you're not, you won't have this question as it pertains to, you won't have this question as it pertains to what to do, who to spend time with, all this constantly acting like we don't know when we can just listen to what Spirit is saying. Because the transformation, it's a rebirth and it's a renewal. We're getting frustrated with the process, and it's Spirit is trying to tell us that we're still in a healing phase. Overall, we need to not be so frustrated, because that's where growth brings about a lot of healing, and growth actually is a sign of healing. So at the same time that we're still in healing, as a reminder to let the light enter your wounds, to let everything that's been going on, you've been tried and tested, but it's a rebirth coming out of that. So your frustration is coming from the fact that in the fire it's hot sometimes. In the fire, it's it's not always comfortable, but you have to ask yourself, what is it that you're trying to do? What is it that you're focused on that's making it? Because the growth and change should be something that you should be welcoming. It's a misconception that change has to be uncomfortable. You should be protected in this rebirth. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about is doing something over again. So we've been here before. And being a time of transformation, meaning it's something that we're not embracing. Fear was trying to pop out a little bit. Fear. What is it that we're doing? Taurus energy. We're in the Taurus season right now. Fixed, but it's an earth sign. So we definitely need to that bull, people, y'all brag about the bull. You brag about the bull, but let's not be stubborn. Let's not go full steam ahead and be knocking shit over, without paying attention to what Spirit has to say. Because with an earth sign, we need to go ahead and figure out where our feet are planted, and if that's where we need to stay. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like during the transformation time, things don't always look and feel the way that we want them to look and feel, but we need to kind of release some of that control and understand the both sides. There are two sides. Understand the duality in it all. There's balance, but then it might be opposing forces that come into play. We have money here, travel, courage, health, a lot of herbal cards, and then the third eye chakra. So some herbs for money is basil, dill, cinnamon, ginger, spearmint. Travel also is dill in common, fennel, mustard, paisley. For health, we have allspice, cinnamon, coriander, chamomile. And then for courage, there's pepper, basil, chives, horseradish, some different herbs. If you're into that, that's what these cards are saying. Lean toward anything that you can mix up, anything that you can ingest, digest, and just utilize that, whether it's aromatherapy, whether that's actual application on the skin or the hair, or actually internally. But we definitely need to be seeing the truth and trusting our intuition. That's about that divine guidance. But if we have money, travel, you know what I'm saying? Either it's something that's currently going on, or what we're leading into with the growth. But the frustration is we're a little bit worried about these things. Maybe something that didn't happen that we wanted to happen, or maybe just having to exhibit a little more patience for what's coming in. But we basically need to approach it in a completely different light to be able to transition fully into this growth, and don't miss anything during the healing phase, basically, because we're still pretty much in the throes of it. Health is here. Really wanting to pay more attention to things that we're ingesting and digesting, and so that's why any of those herbs would definitely be beneficial. Let's go a little bit deeper. As far as the frustrations leading into this growth, why is the money and travel here? Anything more to say about this money and travel for the collective? Good fortune, Two of Hearts. Okay, but then there's problems right behind there. So you're frustrated because we've been told for a while about the good fortune. This is good fortune with love and with money. This is the Two of Hearts. So this is talking about family, love, relationships, but it's also coming right behind for some future stuff is business and love. So it's just something to watch out for. Either you're already in it and have been experiencing that frustration because something did not go exactly right, or it's definitely coming. But again, why are we focused on the wrong side of it? We need to reshape the way that we think, because we're trying to be a little bit into control of what's going on, instead of just allowing things to happen naturally. Let's go a little bit deeper. That's with the money and travel. What about the health card, Spirit? Health and courage here. I definitely feel like it's about just being able to, there's obstacles with 5 and change. That same energy. That's why we're frustrated. But who told us that everything was gonna be peaches and cream? Now, I know I pray all the time that I'm done with the struggle. You know what I'm saying? My life no longer, I'm living abundance. However, you know what I'm saying, things will happen. This card was trying to flip over. A decision. Things will happen, and then you're going to have to figure things out. That's the duality of it all. It's a this or it's a that. But you're divinely guided. So you're at the same time, overthinking kills happiness, and you're stuck in that. So it's basically time. Spirit said it's time to stop doing that. 2-6 cards. Relationship problems, but then there's financial help. So basically, I asked about health and courage. We definitely need to apply more faith to this situation, to understand that some of the things that we're worried about have already been taken care of. But at the same time, it's something about a relationship. It's something about this could be a relationship of any kind. Okay. However, it's the 6 of diamonds. So this is talking about finances as well. So how are you thinking about money? Have you gotten back to a place? Now, I tried to move on and talk about health and courage, but Spirit is keeping me with this money right here. How your relationship with money, have you forgotten that money is just a tool, and that whatever jobs and tasks that we take on are the toolbox, and it helps us to be able to have access to the money? And then we take the money as a tool, and then we use it to do what we need to do. We need to reshape that. If things are not going as planned, are you not listening to what Spirit has to say? Are you not trusting your intuition with this third eye? Are you not seeing the truth of the matter? Are you trying to, you're frustrated and stirring and conjuring up, you know what I'm saying, some lack, when to have abundance is to already feel that you're in it, and to receive more is to be grateful for what you already have. So you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out, you know what I'm saying, what is your relationship with money? Because the financial help has been there or is on the way. You're not trusting that. And that's where the potential problems can come up with a future card here, because it's, you attract what you feel and what you think. You have the power to manifest. So don't fill this void with a bunch of thoughts of, is it gonna happen? Why hasn't it happened yet? Low vibrational shit, because you have already been to a place where you understand what manifestation is. We have been teaching about this. We have been talking about this. If we're still in a transformation phase, then let all these things burn off. Let everything be released through the fire 100%, so that the growth can come about. It's just game over for the doubt. Most definitely. Most definitely. We'll close it out within the next 5 minutes, I'm feeling, but I want to go ahead and do some moonology, just to say, okay, so with that being said, now what, Spirit? What exactly do we need to do? What do we need to focus on? What do we need to apply? What is going to help us to reshape our thinking, to let go of these frustrations, and make sure, open up to change. New moon in Aquarius, open up to change. Open up to change. Take inspired action. Practice gratitude. Work through your feelings. And breathe through the tension. Now, a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to question all these cards coming out. I asked Spirit specifically, what is it that we should do? This is exactly what we should do. We should open up to the change. Because change, we have to get rid of that mindset that change is uncomfortable. I always go back to the caterpillar in the cocoon, transformation, okay? Transforming into that butterfly and emerging, okay? Being in that healing stage. Look at how she's sitting here floating. Look at how she's sitting here floating. It's the universe is around her, protecting her. She has to let that light come in to be able to transform her from the inside out. You understand what I'm saying? There's some feminine energy right there, and being able to a delicate balance of, you know, falling back a little bit on that masculine and knowing when to kind of back down some. Take inspired action, meaning do not do anything without the guidance of spirit. Understand that we can hear and we can receive those messages, and we don't have to feel like we don't know what direction to go into or what decision to make, or be frustrating ourselves trying to do the impossible. And trust when I say impossible, I'm saying it for the sake of that illustration. That square peg is not going to go into that hole no matter what it is that you do. And if you're wedging it and trying to make it fit, now you're, you know what I'm saying, you need to release that control and trying to do something that you're focused on the wrong thing, because that energy can be exerted somewhere else, like gratitude. Approaching the situation, approaching spirit, approaching every single day with gratitude and constantly thanking, being thankful and thanking spirit for what you have. Being in that present moment, that's what gratitude is. Even breathing through the tension, that's brings you back down to earth. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's we're in that Taurus energy right now. Bringing you back down to earth, breathing, okay? Emphasis on Friday and Monday right there with the Taurus energy. Work through your feelings, because your power is not in your innate ability to connect to your feelings. Your power is in your innate ability to connect to source. So work through those feelings. It's energy in motion. Let that stuff flow. Feel how you feel, but don't get so caught up on that, because that's where that frustration is, okay? We had plenty of choices to figure out how to fill the void. And so once we took on some things, you know what I'm saying, we were planning things, we was ready to jump on planes and just go here and there. We have to be open to some things not going specifically the way we may have wanted them to go initially, and say, okay, spirit, okay, that didn't happen. That's cool. What do you have for me instead? What direction am I headed in? What should I be focused on? You know what I'm saying? Because the problems will be more so brought about from being all in your head about something that's already, the spirit has already said, I got your back on. You know what I'm saying? Spirit has said we already got it taken care of. That's basically what it should be. So 426.7 hertz frequency to go ahead and reconnect to the third eye chakra. And any of those herbs that were mentioned before, I would strongly suggest that you utilize those to the best of your ability, just to help you refocus. We want to get out of this frustration energy and go ahead and move into getting a new sense of healing for things that we may have thought that we were over and it was dead, and you know what I'm saying, but what it is game over. For the overthinking and the trying to be too much in control. Go ahead and let this growth come about through healing, and healing showing our growth. Thank you so much for being here with me. See you next time.